Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 21st of March 2025. So US stocks finished lower in choppy trade amid a deluge of central bank updates on Super Thursday. That's what they call it now then, when a few central banks actually have announcements. Stocks and bonds chop fed amid Super Central Bank Thursday. So again, Super Central Bank Thursday, that's a new one. And today we've got quad witching today for 4.7 trillion option expiration, Liberation Day, fear Trump scam agreed. Vols are unlikely to discharge until the 4th of the 2nd or the 2nd of the 4th, that's April, and the monster JPM strike has some pull into the 31st of March as well, which ties to SPX prices in the 5,600 area is what they're saying. That's where it could move down to. Economic news, besides that, absolutely nothing today. Geopolitics dominating, war talk being ramped up by Trump, certainly by Starmer, who wants to do a lot more now in Ukraine as well. And of course the European Union can't wait to get stuck in with trying to raise 850 billion and also take savers funds up to the tune of 1 trillion out of people's bank accounts. I don't think that's true. Then just do a search for it. And that's why they're accelerating the introduction of digital euros. So they've got full access to your money, like it or not. That's exactly the agenda. So everything seems to be accelerating towards some sort of war at the moment as well. So much for Trump and his I will cure Ukraine and Russia in 24 hours. That's all falling apart. The ceasefire in Israel's gone pear-shaped, and now the threatening war with Iran as well. So after that cheery introduction, let's have a look at the markets for yesterday. Kick off with the Dow. So the Dow still managing to take out the previous day's high. That's moving up quite nicely. It might get a pullback here before we get a move back to the upside. There's some downside targets there. Markets tend to do this. They go up, they pull back, and then they make their way. If not, if we take out the low, take out this low, then the market's likely to head south. In the 30-minute chart, exactly what it was doing yesterday in the futures market. We got the retracement, and then the market shot up to the high of Wednesday before then selling off, and overnight the market is currently sideways. So volatility remaining here, and it will be volatile during the quad witching as well during today. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, got this completely wrong yesterday. The market selling off and further weakness there. Germany is officially in recession and the market sitting at all-time highs. Work that one out. So the daily chart saw the market just sell off right down to the S3, which I've mentioned numerous times. 90+% of the time the market will stop in this area. You can see the increase in selling there, and then this tiny bar with all this volume when the big money comes back in and buys the market and holds it. Now, what's important today is the market holds at yesterday's low. Failure to do this, we'll see prices continue lower. So in the S&P, yesterday's price action, the market didn't take out Wednesday's high, market sideways to lower there. And then again, you can see exactly the same thing there, down to the 200 MA, get your retracement in, and then straight back up. And oddly enough, you've got two 89% retracements there. You've got the one there, market comes back to it there, and then at the top from there to there, let me just draw that in, from the top down to this low, takes you to 89% area there as well, with the selling coming into the market. So prices sideways to lower, but finding support there at the 200 MA, which it has done. That's the fourth time now the market's found support in the 30-minute S&P there, trying to move higher. Meanwhile, in the UK, the market sideways to lower yesterday and already down overnight. And you can see that the impact of cutting rates yesterday has brought this up move to a bit of a standstill at the moment. And there you can see yesterday the market moving lower and then choppy all the way through the rest of the session. I think this might be a bad tick, to be honest with you. I don't think that's genuine overnight move there. Let's have a look at the US dollar. And as I said in yesterday's alert, they would bring the dollar back, and that's exactly what they're doing now. This could have a good retracement back to 107. as the ramp up of war speech and rhetoric at the moment as well. That's going to impact on the metals and particularly silver. So let's have a look at that as well. So it was down yesterday and it's now smackdown Friday. As I said, they're not going to let this go up. I don't know how many times I've got to say this. I've seen this before where there's videos with 100 times X, 10 times X and all the rest of it. They're not going to let it go until they want to let it go. And it can trade at a fair value price, which is a lot higher than $33. Watch $32.50 today. That's going to be the area of where the market's going to be sent lower. Despite they were trying to buy overnight, which you can see there, but they certainly took advantage of slamming the price down 50 cents overnight. They did this yesterday as well, tried to buy back. It's not working. And wait till you see the gold-silver ratio. Meanwhile, in gold, it's a different ball game. This is holding quite nicely, warmongering, etc. Yesterday we saw some selling, but the market's already trying to move back up overnight, and you can see a lot of buying there that's coming at yesterday's low. So prices continue lower there yesterday for gold. Then you get the retracement and the market brought back. So what's the effect of this on the gold-silver ratio? Well, let's take a look. As I said in yesterday's alerts, silver needs to be kept lower, and there we go. 92 is what I said yesterday, and 92 is where we are heading, if not further. It could go to 96 if they manage to pummel the price of silver during today and have the smackdown that we've had for the last few weeks during the Friday. Now, the good news about this, there is actually a positive, and that's obviously as the market makes these new highs. If we just go back to the silver charts, well, not new highs, just go back here to silver. As the market makes this, we've got the lows in the gold-silver ratio and then the market pulling back. So with a bit of luck, as we reach this resistance area here, top of the channel, we will see the market find support at the sort of 32.50, and if not $32 where the 50 EMA is as well, where the market came back up from before. But again, we're rounding over with the momentum, so expect a smackdown Friday, particularly with the expiration of the options as well. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. And in the pre-market, the market choppy once more, breaking above the 200 MA, and then the cash market opening. Prices remaining sideways. Let's just go back a bit here. We had a potential sell. That was hit, and then they reversed the market with a buy, and then took the market back to the upside. Then we get into this sideways move, and then the market decides to move lower, and we saw what happened after there. The market just continued to sell off down to the previous day's low. It found some support there to begin with, and then you can see when the low was taken out how the selling increased as well and continued to move lower all the way down, as we saw earlier, to the S3, where the market then saw a cluster of volume coming in to support prices, before then trading sideways all the way through the mid-morning and into the early afternoon. With the Dow, when that came on stream, the market reversed position and moved back to the upside there, back up to the S2, and then through the S2, to the S2 where there was resistance, and through the 200 MA where it found a bit of support there going into the evening, but not for long. And then just churning in a choppy sideways move there. So have a look at the overnight situation, and there you can see we've got a bit of buying coming in there at the moment to try and support prices and trying to move higher. Let's have a look, see where we are for yesterday. There's yesterday's low. That's the one you've got to keep an eye on if we move lower. If not, we're going to get back through the close and the 200 MA in order to move higher. Right, that's it for this one and for this week. So have a great weekend. The weather forecast looks good as well, so enjoy the sunshine. And as we're moving into spring, so take advantage of it and make the most of it. Have a good one. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.